Welcome to the Blooming League of Original Podcasts.
G'day, it's time to get popped on culture, the official Puzzle Hub Pop Quiz podcast, and welcome to game number 3. I'm your host Aaron, and while we're on hiatus for Thrash and Treasure, it's time to dive back into some trivia. So today's special theme is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. As usual, there will be 3 games, 2 are puzzle based, then a pop quiz, plus we finish off with an anagram. So play against the clock or a friend and truly test your knowledge of the MCU. Firstly, before we kick off, the anagram from last episode, stolen whole string, and the clue was a rock band. The answer is the Rolling Stones. So without further ado, we're going to kick off and jump straight into game number 1. First game we're calling Char-Actors. Can you guess these MCU film actors based on the characters they've played outside the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Ready? First characters: Annie Braddock, Janet Leigh, Nutmeg. And the answer is Scarlett Johansson. Second clue: Storm and Norman, Vontae Mack, James Brown. I'm sure you can guess that's Chadwick Boseman. Third, Angela Stark, Evelyn Robin, Alla's mother. And that'd be Hayley Atwell. Serendipity, Santanico Pandemonium, Frida Kahlo. And that'd be Salma Hayek. And Pixar fans might have guessed that Natalia Cordova-Buckley also voiced Frida Kahlo in the Pixar film Coco. Fifth clues: Kim Hyde, Stone Crandall, George Kirk. That'd be my fellow Aussie Chris Hemsworth. Michi, Anne Wheeler, Chani. I hope I'm saying those correctly. Those are characters played by Zendaya. And I hope I'm saying that correctly too. Alright, last question for this round. Stoop, Jason Cox, Sapper Morton. They were played by Dave Bautista. How did you go with those ones? You give yourself 1 point for each correct answer. Next up, we're going to play a little game in the Faultyverse, which are misquotes from the film sequels in the MCU. So I'm going to give you a quote from the MCU, however, I'm going to change one word in this quote. They're not going to be easy, they're going to be pretty hard, so I hope you've brushed up on your MCU quotes. You don't have to guess the film they're from or who says it, you just have to say which word is wrong and name the correct word in its place. So an example would be, there's no place like McDonald's. The correct answer would be, there's no place like home, which is obviously from The Wizard of Oz. So you ready? First up, there are 9 realms. The future king of Asgard must dance on more than one. There are 9 realms, the future king of Asgard must dance on more than one. And the wrong word is dance. The correct word was focus. That was said by Lady Sif in Thor: The Dark World. I did tell you this wasn't going to be easy. Second, I'm sorry, but I like a lady with some meat on her bones. I'm sure that probably sounds like the correct quote from the film, said by Drax. I'm sorry, but I like a lady with some meat on her bones. And the wrong word is lady, the correct word is woman. Next up, Clint, now you're gonna feel a little woozy from the chrono shift. A quote by Smart Hulk in Avengers Endgame. Clint, now you're gonna feel a little woozy from the chrono shift. And he actually said, you're going to feel a little discombobulated. Alright, fourth question. He's raring to go. Had to put a little battery in him, but he should be good. He's raring to go. Had to put a little battery in him, but he should be good. It's about Ant-Man, and the wrong word is battery, the correct word is coffee, and that's what I need right now. Next up, that's a scam, bro. We live in California, not Mississippi. That's a scam, bro. We live in California, not Mississippi. I think you might have known that was Minnesota, not Mississippi, from Ant-Man and the Wasp. And lastly, let me tell you something. I was kicking Spider-Man's ass. Let me tell you something. I was kicking Spider-Man's ass. And the wrong word there is kicking. The correct word is whooping. And that was from Spider-Man No Way Home. Give yourself 2 points for each correct answer because that was a hard round. Alrighty, time for our MCU pop quiz. I'm going to give you 10 questions and you've got 5 seconds to answer. Obviously, you can answer before your friend or the clock. If you get it right, you get a point. Alright, who plays Aunt May in the MCU? Marissa Tomei. From which MCU TV series do the episodes Stained Glass and White Lines originate? They're from Cloak and Dagger. Christine Everhart has worked for which 2 media organisations? That'd be Vanity Fair and WHIH World News. Now for 2 points for each correct answer, what is the species and name of Agatha Harkness's pet? And that was a rabbit named Senor Scratchy. So 1 point for the species and 1 point for the name. Which Inhuman appeared on film as a member of the Illuminati? And that was Black Bolt in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. How many seasons of Runaways were produced? And that was 3. Which wannabe villain was played by Sam Rockwell? And that was the ever so dorky Justin Hammer. What is the name of Clint Barton's wife? Laura Barton, played by Linda Cardellini. Guardians of the Galaxy begins in which year? And that was 1988. And lastly, another 2 points available, 1 point per answer. Which legendary composer and which legendary lyricist wrote The Star-Spangled Man? And you get 1 point for Alan Menken and 1 point for David Zippel. How did you go on those ones? Alrighty, that's it for this week, or this month, or this episode. I'm not sure. We're having a little hiatus from our main show, Thrush and Treasure, where you can actually find a bunch of episodes with people from the MCU. We've had creatives and cast members on the show, including people from Eternals, Captain America, the First Avenger, even somebody who was an answer in one of these quizzes, but I won't say who. We've had people from a bunch of them anyways. So you can find us on Twitter at The Puzzle Hub, or more commonly at Thrush and Treasure. Find the details below. That's where I mainly hang out and tweet and spread episodes There's a couple of accounts though. Check out the tonistontales.com/listen for all our shows. Check out the Toniston Tales novels. There's 3 books. You can find them on the store. And thank you to Bobby Cronin for composing our theme. So check the details below for more of his music. And to leave you with this week's Anagram, it is an MCU director, and the puzzle is Crash Told Neat. CRASHTOLDNEAT. And the clue for that is an MCU director. Anyways, I've been Aaron, you take care, and we shall see you next time. Hooroo!